Good morning or evening. I am your host, Solace Capricornus Andromeda, or just so for convenience sake. Welcome in. How is your night today? It's been going. It's a pleasure to see you. Sorry, I am not feeling well. Definitely need to be leaving more often this street than usual. It's fine now. Ugh. So EP, but otherwise good. Isn't these done? Yep. Sorry, I was running to the... Ugh. So I didn't get to establish any. Also, YouTube Music no longer shows you the stuff you listened to last. So I had to just scrape something up super fast because it no longer shows any of the stuff. I just had to find something in the 10 seconds before. Whatever. Here, let me try to... fuck me. Couldn't have made... Why did they change that? It's like not a problem. All the issues with this stupid platform. This isn't one of them. The real issue is it should stop overwriting music when you connect to the internet. It should stop resetting playlists. If you weren't connected to the internet and then you do connect to the internet, it unshuffles your playlist and automatically switches it to the internet version. So if you have, if you have it switched to download because I don't know, you're in a car and your phone gets the internet, it turns it off download so that your music just shuts off. It seems very stupid. It is very stupid. If you're connected to, if you're like in range of a different device that you also use YouTube on, it fucking turns off whatever you were listening to on the first device and starts playing with on the other device. So I have to have my Wi-Fi off if I want to mess with anything on YouTube Music. Otherwise, it starts playing fucking 10-hour ambience compilations over my radio music. And vice versa. At 5 in the morning, I'm not typically going to listen to Overkill by Maury Calliope. Not typically my favorite thing. Anywho, Alcoban. That's in the Grave Lord Needle and falling asleep. Okay, but Dark Souls boss themes are chill. The lighter EP is not as chill. Oh, yeah, before we get started, anything I wanted to say? One note every few seconds. You gotta listen to the scale list to fall asleep. Yeah. There we go. We'll get started in a second. I'm falling a bit behind on account of being ill. Where is it? There it is. There we go. I've been having a mess with my brush. Just my pen became like not nearly as sensitive, or it became way more sensitive than it used to be. Where you like, it's really like you really gotta fucking stab your device to get it to do anything. And I've been trying to fix it, but it's like I have no fucking clue. Anyway, I started a third VGen piece. That was it all. Alright, there we go. It's horse themed. The Omniscient horse. How many Ume Musume submissions are there going to be? Well, I don't think we need to go over any of that. But oh, right. So I started rewatching the anniversary streams. I don't know why. I was just compelled to like just have it on in the background. The anniversary streams for it was the Undertale 10th one where they built all those crazy weird sets and had like the developer commentary tracks and all that. I started watching that again. God damn, the budget was high. Welcome in. And all that stuff. How was your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Sorry, it took me a minute to read that. We're just getting our stuff open that I want to be working on. Much as I love having this, it's over. It's so over. This get out of here. 1 gigabyte file. I don't need you anymore. Who else we got? Yeah. Could be sketch file. Sure. And almost done file, but I'm too scared to open it because it is more Delta fan art. But I'm at such a roadblock right now with art. I've gotten nothing done in a week. I've done nothing. Look how flooded my sketch layers are. It's not even the only one that's flooded like that. There is also this one, which I've been having to color code my sketch documents now because I'm getting fucking Using too many. That's right, I redesigned Soul. Get out of here. Where's the helmet? There it is. They look too similar. Again, well, like, not necessarily a regular redesign. Like, what if we... I would never join the Tao, how dare you. But you know, what if we just remove the face? Then make the outfit a little bit more elaborate. You know. And most importantly, remove the face. That works out. You know, that's what got me to rewatch that stream, is that the dude who makes that crazy ass webcomic just posted the whole comic. Like, just on a random Tuesday. That's what it was. And like, let me just find a good choice, a good set of 4 panels, because it's fucking X the everything at. Let me just show you. So I read a lot of manga. I consider myself like an avid, like, I can tell you what some good things and what some not good things are. When I say that there is a RULZ ship artist who is nuking the manga industry and completely fucking mogging them, what I'm talking about is this. What? It's one fucking panel. There's so many panels. There are 13 sets of 3 or 4, 13 sets of 4 on top of all of the other comics that are in the same string. It's one fucking chapter. Like, he wins. He wins. I can't not look. I can't stop looking at it. Look at it. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Your 15 notifications. I'm sure they're all community notes because I don't post here and I don't follow anybody. God, what are we doing? The industry's cooked. This guy's so committed to a ship of 2 characters who don't exist yet. He completely fucking logged in the comic industry. What are they doing posting Delta or fan art? They are doing it for the love of the game. And it doesn't even look that different to the stuff from like a year ago. Like, it's so artistically consistent in just being fucking perfect. Yeah, I don't care if it's like, oh, this game needs to come out and just completely falsify all of this. Like, completely, like, canonize that these characters fucking hate each other, that they're, like, completely they don't even look close to the same. Asriel's a flower. Like, we need to really... The game needs to come out and completely bastardize any hope that this fan fiction is at all similar. Your favorite ship becomes weird and controversial. Yeah, I just need to see what would happen if you spent like that long and making the perfect 3-chapter comic. Just for it to be not that. That happened with Fortnite X Lace. Oh yeah, because Lace is like a child. Am I thinking of the right two characters? The little white one with the hat. Yeah, because they revealed Silk Song and it looked like I remember it looked like a mod for Hollow Knight. They revealed it like 8 years early. They're somewhat related. Oh. That would have been my second guess. I only have 2 tactical marines left, or 2 legionaries left in my squad for these. I just won't because it's confusing. That's the best. That's the best kind of confusing. Because that means you're confused about it being confusing. Which does that make it more confusing or less confusing? Who knows? In the fires of Rubicon. Man, I'm pissed. Why can't developers optimize their game? I was gonna play Darktide because it was free. It's free on PlayStation now. I was gonna play Darktide. It's 100 goddamn gigabytes to download this fucking game. To download a fucking co-op instant shooter. How did you do that? These games have been these type of games were on the 360. How did you make it run this bad? It's like how I wanted to go back to Destiny 2 because like for as much shit as I give it, I really liked Destiny 2 for playing it. And that's ending soon, so it's like, oh, just, you know, go back on it, enjoy some 200 gigabytes. And they removed half the content. It's missing half the game and it's still too. They deleted half of the game to reduce file size and it's 200 gigabytes. It's inexcusable. And it is all self-inflicted because Unreal 5 didn't even exist. It is a self-inflicted nightmare. I mean, if they wanted to delete anything, I'm sure no one's gonna miss the fucking Edge of Fate and Star Wars DLCs the game died with. You don't have to delete anything. I mean, the game fit on a disc back when it was the stuff they didn't delete. I still have like 3 goddamn copies of Destiny 2. I think I like Batman requires a high-end PC to run. Video games just suck. Oh, by the way, the Switch killer, the thing that was gonna kill the Nintendo Switch, and the Switch 2, bury it. The fucking Steam Deck, the 2 available Steam Decks are now $1,000. Here, let me bring it. That's a bit of an exaggeration, of course, but the standard, the half a terabyte one, mind you, these are just PCs with screens built on them, so they don't have like the optimization of a smaller console like a Switch or whatever. So the half a terabyte one is $750 or $780, and then the terabyte one is $980. All I'm saying is Nintendo publicly apologized for raising their console prices by like $30. And this Switch, and I think it was maybe one game they committed to doing the $80 game price or whatever the fuck they said. That like was their actual pricing problem. And then they just never committed to it because every game on the Switch is fucking $50 or $60. Like wasn't Tomodachi Life a clean 50? Yeah, but the one thing Nintendo lied about was raising their game prices. And because they just didn't. Like I think maybe Mario Kart had raised prices. Yet I still got my copy for 50, so I don't even fucking know. Tomodachi was 60. Oh. Still. Better than the 70 games are right now. I'm glad they bought Steam's $100 controller. Yeah. The Nintendo controller's $80. eh. But also, yeah, the Steam one is fucking nuts expensive. It's like the, I remember there was an insider who was talking about the meeting for the Steam machine. Which is that, like, Steam console they're making. Or they're about to release. When they were consulting a guy on the price, they were like, oh, it will cost as much as a high-end PC. How much is that? How much would that cost? Or something. The guy said, oh, like, it didn't even cross their mind that, like, what proper pricing for that would be. It's 70% cooling. Yeah, so what the... Because I think the number that all of the executives were chagrined with, really veered at, was $500 for a console. $500 for a console, and then, like, for a solid PC, like, for a good PC, like, closer to 700. And we're completely unprepared for that answer. Which makes me nervous, seeing that the Steam Deck is now $1,000. A Steam machine would be. I was never going to buy it because I don't like Steam. Well, Pokemon Dread, I was United in going. It's a pleasure to see you. Yeah, I do not care all that much for Steam, so I would never. Because when you think about it, Steve's fucked. The second quite old now Gabe Newell is not there. Steam is gone. He's the only reason it's even, like, a tolerable service. And once he's gone, it will be nothing. This horse is very shapely. I can tell exactly what it is zoomed out, or with no outlines. This is a very shapely horse. Seems only relevant because you buy games with it. Well, it's also its competitors, the Epic Games Store. Also, I'd like to point out, on Steam, Krita is $10. We hang out now. That's awesome. Thank you. Steam, I think, is a platform that will only get more flawed the more time goes on. Because Steam, it still has that license thing that people were bitching about with Sony, where, like, if you get banned from Steam, they just take away your library. Like, they just, like, they can just remove shit at their leisure. The only reason they're not is because Steam has an unprecedented level of ethics. But the second the unprecedented level of public relations and ethics goes out the window, then what? Then now you have a library of digital games, which fucking PC heads and everybody have been bitching about forever. Shout out to Steam making $1 billion from gambling addictions and only did anything about it 10 years after. It was more than 10 years. More than 10 years and more than once. They have more than one. They fixed the Counter-Strike one. Or not even fixed it, they nerfed the Counter-Strike one. All of their other games have similar mechanics. I gotta hit this digital painting with a Zenithor highlight. Guys, gacha games are bad. Yeah, say what you will, but at least China has a law that says they can't do that. At least we can get the benefits from China having really restrictive laws on media ethics. Yeah, no, you cannot trade characters for real money. You can't even legally actually gamble. Unless I'm thinking about Japan. Both those countries are the leading in gacha games, so it really we're covering both grounds. But yeah, you legally can't gamble. So it's a whole thing where like you technically lose nothing. You technically are exchanging for something. You have to get something. That's kind of how the justification is for this specifically. Is like every time you play a gacha, you get something. You don't walk away with nothing. Just like if any of these games were made by like Ubisoft, do you think there'd be a pity system? Do you think they would dare to put in a pity system if any gacha game was made by like? I've played the Ubisoft made gacha game. It's not very good. It was pretty goddamn bad. You might have pulled later, yeah, but you can still use that, and also they can't like indirect. That's also why they like indirectly nerf stuff all the time because they can't devalue your. There's a thing with like devaluing products like that they technically can't do, so they have to indirectly nerf things. It's a whole deal that I'm not really well informed on. But I know enough to like just get that point across. It is like they have a weird amount of ethics. Just want people to be consistent with their beliefs. Well, welcome to fucking American corporation, or just American. You're gonna get stabbed. Internet as a whole, that too. Like all the fucking controversy with doing they just announced a God of War game based on Kratos' mysterious second wife who was only talked about. But it's the reason he has the axe in the games is because it was his wife's axe. The fucking magic flying axe is his wife's axe. And so I see everyone making it. It's like, oh, they're not doing mythology anymore. They gotta cue it. It's that cube has been in fucking mythology for. That's the thing I keep seeing people pissed about is the fucking cube, Jack Quaid cube. Which, I get it. if you don't know, but also it's not even the first God of War isn't even the first giant franchise to include the giant cube from from either was it Buddhism or Shintoism that had a big cube. It was one of the two because it's also used in Bleach. 1 for 1 for the exact thing they're using it for in God of War. It's still the joke from Goseki Biju, like a wife of war. I think the gameplay looks interesting because it looks like they're using the modern scope of like the third person games with the combat system of the original, which makes sense because Kratos is like a trillion years older than his second wife by the time they get around to that point in the game or in the series. Although when I heard God of War, Wife of War, I for some reason assumed it was going to be his first wife from the 2000s games. And was like, what's this game gonna be about? It's like, what would you do about impoverished Sparta family who had their skin melted off? What would you do with that? That's not a game. There's also in my mind too because they made a prequel God of War game. They made a pretty dang good Metroidvania based off of a prequel. That's like, oh, Greek era, and they're remaking the original, or either remaking or remastering the original God of War. And nothing about God of War. Yeah, it's a game I'm never really too interested in them a lot, all that much. But hey, do you know what? I'm down. I do not see a problem with the mysterious warrior wife. And also mother of Loki. Like there's a story here, clearly. Pokemon Yuji, how's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. You keep talking about the swords. I feel like, I don't know. I'll still wait and see. Because that all depends on I haven't seen who the writers are, but that's all dependent on the writers. Also, I believe in the cube. As someone who has been studying classical Eastern, East Asian religions, the cube is a highlight for me. Jack Quaid cube is a highlight. After a long stint since Bleach. Last thing that fucking cube I've seen that cube in. But they said it was a mainline game, so if it's the mainline writers, I have full faith in it. Glad you watch like didn't have audio. I don't remember. I just like there's mocap behind the scenes footage of Jack Quaid wearing a PVC cube with mocap dots all over him in the cube. It looks better than any Hulk behind the scenes. Thank Christ, you do not need to mocap that. Look, I'm sure he's just having a blast. Because he's a bookish nerd. I'm sure he's having fun. How else are you gonna know where the cube is? Would love to do mocap at a PVC pipe cube. Exactly. Let's sit on this for a second while I go be sick in the corner. This is why I have a screen to switch to so I can quickly move. All right. Well, let's keep on going. You good? Maybe. Maybe after another, I don't know. Bev of some sort. I would be a bit better. Look, I'm in 14 peasants. Peasants. How was your actually day been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome in. Welcome back. I put back on my art glove. Step back from mini painting night. Went well. Nice. What'd you paint? How did I do that? How did I put the eyes on? All right, no, do like this. Resolved. Also, this horse was like sketch number 1. I think I did a pretty bang up job. For horse anatomy. I'm studying art. They go over how animals were like a big stepping stone to modern figure art. And that there were like specific people who were would be the sole commissionees for animals, especially horses. There were people who are known for drawing horses. If I was there, I would have kicked all their asses. Did one sketch and that's all it took. Gebash Strothstruppen for Trench Crusade. I think I'm familiar with that. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I've seen this around. You've Warhammer fantasied my Krieg. Is it? The concept, but I find the official letters way too diesel punk gothic and not Crusades enough. Yeah, it is very like brown for the most part. Brown, bronze, a bit of green. A lot of metal color. A lot of shine. I can see wanting to just do like more of a leathery look than having entire bronze. Most of the equipment designs for me. Oh, I did not. Yeah. Did not catch wind of any of that, but it looked a little, let's see. Just open. I get you. Swords, a power pole. Like, I see what you mean. What the fuck is this power pole thing? Is that a magic harp grenade? I think put knights and removal one's French infantry, make him more bad mind. Oh, that is an interesting use of parts. I've been thinking about just caving in for a 3D printer to do, because there's such specific designs I'd rather be doing. And I think the only true way to get the specialization I would want would be to just make it. Just have to DIY it. Morbo Blorbo. Yeah, so do you know the kit to get the pieces from Morbo Blorbo costs $220, by the way. I am never doing a Morbo Blorbo. I just feel like a setting like this is more outdated things look for better. And France 1 is nothing if not outdated. Oh, you could use beaky helmets. If you're pulling from, if you pivot closer From France to Germany, you can use beakies. I would totally play a different army though if I had a printer. Like there would totally be just I'd do much more miniature painting just because it's such an expensive hobby and like I don't make a lot of money and I work a lot. Like I'm out of everything you need to get better at it. I was thinking I'd play Astra Militarum if I could make up my own design. That's the beauty of mechanistic systems. I can ignore all the official lore models, just work off with concept. Yay! Or like even for the Space Marines, I'm not particularly interested in the helmet game a lot of the time. But you know, it got access to some 3D assets, whatever, combine them, you know, sculpt a little bit, come up with something. Like, I don't know, maybe one of the beautiful looking ram helmets from Destiny's Festival of Light, or Season of Dawning. It's my OC, John Necron. So likes the goat helmet. The season of Dawning. I'm so pissed that I can't re-download the game because the files are too big. But I missed out on the so the Season of Dawning outfits were all premium currency, so I was only ever able to get one of them because I had saved up for years. But the 2017 one was so peak. Hold on. Is it 2017? I don't fucking remember. They were all rammed themed. Except for the new ones, which aren't Ram themed. Hold on. Because he's the goat. I've grown fond of goat imagery over the years. I didn't like it when I started as the goat tuber, but I've grown fond of it. Why? I don't know why they're doing wolves now. Fuck is this 2025 one? Get out of here. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. That classic 2017. Fuck off. Look at that. You got the 2018 ones, not as good because they're less RAM-like. You got the 2019 one. A bit more RAM-like. Not glowy. Eh. Nah. There's aspects of all of these of like this one down to 2021 combined together and made the best one in 2022. Right there. This Titan suit. You got the ram horns and the ram eyes, a little bit of a long helmet, you got the winter coat aspect, and you got the glowy stuff. It's the best one. I haven't played Destiny forever. I quit when they added sunsetting. I like that they added. I saw a thing up where people were debating what was the most infamous loadout, and only one of them created sunsetting. I get it. The Galahorn loadouts in Destiny 1 were a menace, but Mountaintop Recluse made them have to nerf things. introduced nerfing. Yeah, that sucked. I stopped playing a bit after that when I tolerated it up until like Witch Queen, and then they really started hamming and deleting shit. I was like, I don't really care anymore. And then the story sucked for the entire rest of it, and now the game's over, and I tried to replay it again, but it's 200 gigabytes, so I can't play it. It doesn't stop it though from from still being amazing aesthetics and amazing music and amazing gunplay. It's like top one gunplay in video games for me still. Just off my memory of it. Destiny played so good, and it sounded amazing. And it looked great. But somehow they were able to jeopardize everything by writing a continuous string of the worst stories known to man while simultaneously making the worst business decisions known to man. A string of really, really awful, horrible choices paired with a string of really, really awful, horrible written narratives. Everyone's using Arrow Blast. Yeah, with fucking linear rifle. Oh, this is why I stopped. You can. I was always a weirdo though. This is the charge of haunt my dreams. I was a bow fucker. I was a Titan bow. I really liked using bows. I did use Mountaintop Recluse a lot. Also, though, I was one of them. Look, I was a part of the problem. I was 100% part of the problem. This is hand cannon, big knife hunter. Yeah, hand cannon hunter is the canon way you play hunter. that is definitively the best way. Or else that wouldn't be the marketing. God, again, the Destiny 2 gunplay was so much fun. I keep seeing people saying like, oh, all the Destiny people should go to Warframe. No. I'm sorry. Have you ever played Warframe? Warframe has the worst, most awful feeling controls and the most egregious art style I've ever seen. I think Dark Souls is better gunplay than Warframe. The crossbows feel more substantial than anything in Warframe. But like Warframe looks like what people make fun of Halo 5. The people making fun of Halo 5's art direction. Warframe is the parody of Halo 5 in terms of like what Because it's all like mech suits, but they're all skin tight mech suits, so they don't look like mech suits at all. And then there are all these weird fucking clusterfuck designs. Hold on. They're all the most ugly shit in the world. Let me see if I can find a good, where's the starting guy? I don't think I think one of these is the starting guy. Made of meat. It is weird. Yeah, they're weirdly organic, but they also don't look like anything. I like Nessa. Yeah, there were like, again, everything's got a stand. There was a couple standouts. Like, God, this game was so ugly. I played it for a bit too. Like, also talk about fucking monetization. Jesus Christ, Warframe. Oh, here's Neza. Oh yeah, first one, Neza. Neza Prime. I'm sorry, not Neza. Neza Prime that you have to get from multiple random loot boxes to combine all the pieces. Which you can just pay for with real money, mind you. Ugh. For free is pretty easy. Yeah, PlayStation just gives it to you, but also that shouldn't be like just because you can get the premium currency by swindling players online, which is what I assume you mean, or through means that would otherwise be of paying. The fact that premium currency can do everything it can do in this game is the problem. It's not the getting it that's the problem. The fact that it does all the things that it does in this game is the issue. The fact that you can circumvent ranks, like levels, fucking random chances. The fact that you can pay your way out of anything in this game. Like, all the problems in this game could be bought out. Like, like tumor penis guy from Dark Souls 2. I think this is the fucker I used for the most part. Ugh. Ugh. Like it's an ugly game. Yeah, why are they skin tight but they don't have skin? It's like just not great design. It's just like unfortunate looking design. Like it looks like the hell is it? Yeah, I mean I get it, but don't make them look like don't treat them half the time like robots if you're gonna make them weird ugly skin suits. Because some of the designs look like robots. They have like, and you modify them like fucking robots. Like it's, yeah, you have to justify why they look like weird skin people. And like I fell off Warframe. So I initially played Warframe when it first came to Nintendo Switch. It was not great back then. And I did not go back to play it till 2020 something. It looks like the do it. This looks like the Doom 20. This looks like the Doom 2016 multiplayer. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. There was an error again. It's that same. It's that 2014 to 2017 art style. Where everything looks like it's covered in oil. Everything looks like Michael Bay Transformers covered in oil. Weirdly, I don't think Gears of War had this issue. I don't think Gears of War 5 had this art style issue, to my memory. If memory serves. Where's a good Halo 5 example? Because I found the fucking Doom one, but I can't find it just awful looking suit from Halo 5. Like that egregious, like, Anubis suit or something with the weird bulbous metal piece. It's only Halo Infinite. I'm only seeing Halo Infinite. I am not seeing any Halo 5. I googled Halo 5, and it's all Halo Infinite. They are trying to erase this game. Joby 5. Yeah, the search sucks. Alright, that is a distinctly clear image, but I'll take it. Yeah, because you got this. Yeah, the Warframe one. It's like it's all kind of that similar like philosophy where it's where it's like doing too much. Granted, this might also be from Halo 4. No, it's 5. They got weapon skins. Clutter. What gets me the most some of these times is there will just be like giant like rounded pieces of armor, and that's all you can describe it as, is like a big round piece of armor. No, not Achilles. Where's the stupid one? where's the dumb one? Where's that awful? Where's it? There was one that was just like a weird big piece of armor, like indiscriminate blob. The second Warhammer mini painting Monster Boy indie VTuber I fell, and it's wild. It's wild that you found me at all. All of them in 5 look pretty shit. There was a couple 5. Well, the 5 designs that they constantly bring back are the best ones. There's quite a bit in 5 that they keep. Although, the biggest issue with Halo 5's weird art direction is that a lot of the multiplayer designs were commissioned from other studios. Like, I think fucking Gearbox made the hideous one I'm trying to find. The weird, big, gross one I'm trying to find is made by, like, Gearbox. Like, yeah, fleshy armor designs is not armor design. What the fuck is this? Oh, God. That's supposed to be Halo 1? I forgot about that. I forgot there was... Yeah. Halo 5 was the only Halo 5 is the only game I used the default suit for the entire time I played it. Because it was a gacha system and I never got anything. I think I had maybe 3 pieces of armor, but after years of playing Halo 5. Like it was rough. Which granted the default suit was the like Master Chief suit, so I was just butthurt by the fact that I couldn't use anything else. Like I think the Sangheili suit works. Like this is a design that they brought back to Infinite. But it's got like the scaled arbiter ones. Like this is like this Barnhella one nicely designed. Yeah. Like this one I would venture to guess stuff like this one was made by 343. Because it doesn't look like, where's that stupid awful one that this thing. This fucking thing. This is the one. All I had to do was put ugly in it, knew what I was talking about. What is that? I don't know. It's the ugly one. The best part is they did bring this helmet back and they made it look good in Infinite. Or this thing. It looks like a Jeep. Oh god. Some of these are just not. And the best part is the campaign didn't have this problem. It was only the multiplayer. Which again makes me venture to guess that the issue was the art direction issue. A lot of it just came from the fact that it was outsourced. Ew. Yeah. It's just 2 Anniversary. 2 Anniversary had some weird fucking multiplayer looks. What the fuck is this? Hold on, I caught this out of the corner of my eye. What? Let me just put this right here. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, here we go. There we go. Like, I mean, spot the difference. What the fuck? It's weird that it happened twice. Ugh. It looks like the armor is on. It looks like the armor is like on steroids. Like it's got like steroid veins. I don't like it. This one's just weird. This one's just so bulbous. I feel like there is again. There's a. Is there one? Can I find one for Doom in the next like three seconds? Did Doom have a bulb helmet? Did have a brick, but this is for the demons. It looks like, yeah, it looks like goopy rocks. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's necessarily you want your gotcha game rewards to look. Alright, Doom, you're safe this time. You don't have a weird... You don't have a weird bald head. Get out of my sight, Doom. We peaked at Sci-Fi Armor with Metroid Dread. This might be true. Samus has only ever had one bad design, and it's... like, mediocre at best. It's like the most fine-looking... This is Samus. Like, that's the problem, is that it just doesn't have a real appeal. See, my issue with Halo Reach's armor is it's like... I'm more into the, like, the bulk and fun color game. Like, the fun color game and the bulk. Halo Reach's armor was not necessarily slim fit, but because the pieces of how the customization worked, everything kind of felt disjointed. And when you try to bulk up your character, it makes their legs look little. And the colors are super desaturated. It has Halo Reach, weirdly enough, speaking of art trends, has a different video game art trend that preceded everything looking like a weird greasy nightmare. Halo Reach was full of the Borderlandsification of everything being a weird gray, of everything looking like it's covered in sand. I don't know. I just default to Borderlands 1 when I think about that style, but it's definitely worse in other things. Yeah, this is the whole contrast. Yeah, Reach has never been my favorite Halo game though. As just a preference thing. I've never vibed with Reach. Welcome in, Red Panda. How's your 90-day been going? It's a pleasure to see you. And I have a pre-order copy of Reach. Don't get me wrong, I have a pre-order copy of Halo Reach. I just never really vibed with the game. Just never my favorite. Even with the Recon helmet, it didn't make anything better. Especially because the Recon helmet was super dumb in Reach. When compared to 3, where they made you fucking part the Red Sea for it. We need to bring that. You know what? I don't think there's gonna be another Halo game, but all I'm saying is they reintroduced Vidmaster. It'll make the game better. Trust me. Art direction reminds me of like the actual game. I see always my favorite. Yeah, I think the art direction, Infinite got close to being like the best interpretation of Halo as an art style. Because I think the sweet spot is like 3's design philosophy with 4's color. And I feel like that's a pretty dang good sweet spot for looking like Halo. Well, Infinite also isn't my favorite, like, for a lot of the designs. But, like, just taking, like, Master Chief into account, that's some dang good looking suit. But once you get to the fucking ugly ass Banished. God, the Banished is stupid. I fucking hate the Banished. The endless. Don't. No, we're not doing this again. We did this during the Halo Infinite stream. We're not doing this again. When will they remake Halo 1 for the 7th time? It's never coming out. She's never coming out. And when it does, it'll be $80. And it already is confirmed to not have multiplayer. So I was about to say a stupid, absurd thing that they would never dare do, but then it just ended up being my only idea was the thing that they already did. ODSTs, yeah. Because in 4 they introduced those guys that were like the bitchwork Spartans, who were like who were just more colorful ODSTs. Because it was like a diegetic tie into the multiplayer bit. They nailed the armor in 3 though. Which ODST design from 3? Because it is different. depending on the is it the ODST DLC for Halo 3 is different than Halo 3, which is weird to think about because you'd think they just reused the assets like they reused every other fucking asset. But to my recollection, they are different. Honestly, I think I'm committing to this horse. Look. I've been working on this horse for the last hour. I think we're committing to the horse for for the VGen 3. Which there's already 151 entries, so I guarantee you half of them are Ume Musume. By the way, just on a quick scroll down, 3 Mambos. Mambo. Yep, 3 Mambos and a gold ship. They should start getting thematic ad placements for all the prizes. Like, where's a horse? We need to get like an ad placing for like a horse betting service. Because the fetishy competition was you get banner ads on for Affinity. Now for the horse one, if you win, you should be able to like on stake.com get ads. You get to compete in a horse race. You get to name a horse. You have to run the track. Well, yeah. When does the fucking? I wish they had a date for when the voting ended, so I knew when to check back. I don't like going on their website. Tell you what though, I did find a great website from rewatching the when I was rewatching that Undertale live thing. I did find a great thing. Fucking Temmie Chang's website is so goofy. Mostly because I followed her from our VTubing era. It was easy to find. The anime women in high heels could do it. You can do it. Who remembers May's canon to reality? Get on that racetrack. Prepare ramen. BRB. Oh, fun fact. I've been seeing. I saw a woman get confused the day in the store because we were like selling like ramen prep bowl, like the bowl for designed around ramen with like reusable chopsticks and all that. I guess like if you want to be more civil than having like the ramen bowl that you open, but you still want the experience of it. There was a woman complaining. There's like, what do you mean you can't microwave the bowl? I don't know. I thought it was funny. I forgot I followed Temmie Chang on Tumblr. Yeah, her website is so. First off, if you have Blue Sky or X or anything, follow Temmie Chang. It's a good amount of it's always fun to see a happy person posting random bullshit that is confusing at best. Check this out. It's always fun to follow whatever this is. I didn't know she made other games though. She has other games, which is the most surprising thing to me. The company that makes like frozen ramen pucks are not quite restaurant quality, but they're pretty close. Yeah, you can definitely if you spend more than the typical brick of ramen, you definitely got some options. How dare she be happy on Blue Sky? Well, you have to be happy. It's in their terms of service. Otherwise, they flag you for inappropriate content. Nothing will ever top this website. Who needs the blue sky when you got this awesome fucking website? You got a pedal cursor. You can enter. What do you think, Che? You want to enter? You want to enter the domain? The fucking scrolling Arial text. Arial font text is hilarious. It's all on that side. Yeah, he's tab. Which also I do adore. I do adore Temmie Chang though. Yeah, 'cause she did this VTuber. It's on the left side. Lucia. Oh, and she knows ball. You stream Dark Souls? Yeah. It's still on YouTube. All these streams are still on YouTube. As well as animation. She also did a one-shot thing and a bunch of other indie things. And I was like, damn. To be honest, I didn't know she she had work. I didn't know she had things that she did. I absolutely follow Temmie Chang, and I'm sad she doesn't stream anymore. She knows ball. Yeah, it's Temmie Chang. Come on. I 100% have her Yona Yona dance cover in my regular playlist unabashedly. Of every third VTuber has a Yona Yona dance cover. So I had to pick one, and the Tem one is the one that I chose. When is Artorias coming to Deltarune? No, the Rim Penrose one, no. Everybody knows British people can't sing, come on. Yeah, what the fuck was that song? All I can remember from it is fucking Men's Not Hot. That is one of my favorite pieces. I recently saw, like, it getting rediscovered. It's the fucking British rapper guy. I don't remember what his name was. remember, it's been getting a resurgence where people are talking about that it set British music back permanently for eternity. The fucking man's not hot guy. Two plus two is four. Minus one, that's fish. Quick maps. Oh, fuck, I remember that. Oh no. Oh no. This was magic good. Oh, good. It's a stretch. I can sound good. What I'm doing right now while I draw my horse. Why do British people? Oh, I can guarantee you I could find the name of it. Unless the song is called Man's Not Hot. I can't play the song clearly, but yo, big shock. The one and only. Man's not hot. Never hot. Scrot. Got 'em. Skitty caca. Boom. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths. Everyday man's on the block. Smoking trees. The old girl in the park. That girl's an fucker. When the ting went quack quack quack. Your mans were ducking. Hold tight, Ashley. My brother. You got the pumping thing. Oh no, this song is so long, I don't remember it being... Oh god. It's fucking 4 minutes. Ali G, yeah. British people can never make music again. Because of this fucking guy. Let's do this. That's 3 quick maps. It's all British music now and forever have been completely invalidated because some fucking joke of a rapper happened to have a British accent and released during peak of the internet, during the golden age of internet. Listen to it as you fall asleep. It'll be like the time of, look, if I'm able to sleep to the Gigi Murray 21st of September stream, you can sleep to this fucking guy. I will stand by of all the times I've randomly fallen asleep and woken up. That one was the weirdest. I don't know how I did that. Because I've made a habit of just randomly falling asleep in like random intervals. Like I'll sit down and I'll feel like lightheaded and then I'll just blink and it'll be an hour later. Not even laying down, just sitting down. I was playing fucking Zenless and fell asleep in the middle of a boss encounter. I ruined my run. Alright, hold on. We're not listening to the fucking rural Japanese Inazuma track anymore. We're switching. Trying to fix my sleep schedule hard. I've been just casually, like, caffeine or no caffeine, just at 5 a.m. unable to sleep. Having to force myself to sleep if I know I have to work later in the day. It's been a rough going. Definitely sleep at 11 a.m. is not good. Never think everybody does things at normal people hours. Yeah, the problem is I like doing things at normal people hours, but I also like nighttime. Because I do a bunch of stuff at night also. I like doing things at all hours and it doesn't work great. My all-nighters era is starting up again. Because I've already pulled, first off, all-nighters era started, immediately pulled 2 in a row on accident. Don't do that, by the way. Do you pull another afraid of my life? Because of a long history of abusing caffeine and deliberately not sleeping enough. We should know this by now when half the channel in-jokes are about me abusing caffeine. That eventually it was going to come up. That's mostly true. I end these streams like at 2 in the morning. I had to play a game I haven't touched in a few months since I just managed to not fall asleep. Yeah. Playing video games makes it worse. Because it gives you ample opportunity to sleep. Damn it, it removed my other Genshin list. Speaking of things in YouTube music I can't find anymore. My other Genshin list is gone. All we have now is Redreaming Angel. Redreaming Angel. Buy a tech marine and paint them like Aria. Aria. You switch out of her the original me. Her ability song is so peak. Mods play the Billy Kid rap. Mods play through the food we learn the world so wide, betrayed the heart itself inside. It's too bad Jufu is a recession indicator. Alright, I need to find my other playlist still. Let me check my Angels of Delusion me's. It was so peak. Dreaming angel. That's all we needed to get to. We just need to get to the part where they say Redreaming Angel. I'm sad that my like actual music playlist, when I add shit to it, it just gets buried for months and I'll just never hear it. I don't, because Redreaming Angel has been in my playlist for as long as it's been out, and it has yet to come up. When I hit the random, it play the same fucking 3 songs over and over. I'm so angry. Let me let me hear the new shit. AdMechs have a great, I love, there's something about the AdMechs, the cloaks with like the lever action guns, that I think tickles the... I'm gonna see your Muse fit. Are you gonna send it to me, and is it gonna be Soul in a clown outfit? Before you send it to me, is it Soul in a clown outfit? Because so you've already shown me. What the fuck did I just do? Hold on, I just thought we should bring back Stiltman on the main campus. Just, you know, have him there. He ups the property value of the main campus. Wait, do people not like Stiltman? Why are all these posts, like, fucking shitting on it? Is this, like, a genuine thing that people don't like? What is this? Eat, sleep, game, repeat? Like, I always thought the, like, model hate was, like, ironic. Do people really not like Stiltman? Does the fit not go hard? I like the top hat is included also. How do you not like fucking Stiltman? This is the most ridiculous looking. The most ridiculous looking design you could ever possibly imagine. You're like, no, this is awful, actually. Your me wanted a hat. This giant fucking top hat. The only thing I could see getting unironic hate would be stuff that's too boring. Like the initial pitch for Primaris is like, it's just okay because they were kind of like, they had nothing going on, but like they're perfectly serviceable. But I assume like it's like, man, it could have been, but I'm seeing so many threads of people just fucking shitting, like unironically hating this. It's like, how? Look at the scope. I didn't even notice the scope. What the fuck is this? If we boundary break and zoom in on what this model is, it gets even funnier. The scope is a cap on this end, like it's a Looney Tunes gun. Inspector Gadget. What is this? What is this hand grip? What is he like doing the? Like, he's literally gripping. Yeah, the whimsy. He's literally gripping it like a fucking cartoon character. Hold on. Like, is this not how a fucking Looney Tune would hold this shit? Like... Also, it took me until right now to realize the green bits weren't eyes. I thought these were 4 eyes. I am injecting more whimsy into this design. That's my problem. Where is more whimsy? If he had a cape... You know, maybe if he had like a... Like this scarf cloak thing that a lot of these guys have. Wait, they're not eyes. Exactly as I'm saying. They're binoculars. They're fold down a helmet binoculars with a 3rd camera on top. Also, I don't... What is this? So many questions. What is this thing? Why does it have 2 antennae? A lot of the AdMech makes me think they're not that great at technology. Like they're bluffing. Because this design is hilarious. Vincent, how's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Is a thing only because of the terribly bad visual rule Warhammer? They're a cool model. So. What, the stilts? the stilts with the flamethrower tail? Or no, what the fuck? Exhaust tail? Please say it's a flamethrower. I don't know what the rules is for this guy. Please say he has an ass flamethrower. He's built like the Lego Mandarin truck. Hold on. I too want to be built like the Iron Man 3 Lego. I too would love armor that that's visually represented by this. It's so funny looking. Oh, if you see any tiny bit, you can shoot no modifier. So a tall model can see everything. Well, I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, I would imagine that's the point. I imagine that's why he's got a scope. I imagine that's why he's got a scope the size of Rhode Island. And fucking 4 pairs of ocular devices. Interesting that you can see it. Oh, I mean, yeah, you hide him in the back. You put your tactical. You put your tactical fort in front of him. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can see what is I'm still waiting on the kit bash that puts metal rods on his feet. Or that replaces his feet with those like extendable like metal pointer things. Kind of like how the 3DS stylus used to be. So so on the table, you can imagine. Okay, hold on. Imagine for a second, will you? You're in Serious Town. It's the big game. It's the one that will win you the. It's the one that will win you the affection of the bad girl who's been following you the whole 80s movie. I don't know. And you got a guy just on the ground. And then, so you got your guy. And then you grab the guy in the face and then hold down the base. And then you can stretch him out. Like a grown tube. This needs a visual indicator. Do we see the vision here? Can we get this happening? Can we get a kit bash? Can we make this happen? If we literally make like a Big Mac go pro because of the controversy of this rule. Wherever needs better tournament rules. Put my foot down as I go to grab more water. My throat's fucking with me a little bit, so I will be right back. Because I need to refill my water. I had to make the guy look dead inside to get this dead over. I mean, I'm emulating my thought process of if I was at a tournament and was hiding the fact that I had a man with extendo legs facing the grown man across the table from me. who's taking it way more seriously than any human being should, because that's how these type of things work out. Anywho. It will only take a second to fill my water. There's no more flavor. That's the bad part about finishing my water midway through a stream, is that now for the rest of the stream, my water has no flavor. Hi, Soul. Hi. It's me. That was the piss break. Not this time. This time it was water. It was nice for a second, it's so over. Dog, I have been there. One of the many places I've had to find employment at. Had me on morning things. Like 4 a.m. morning things. That was so over. It's like, I couldn't do caffeine. Because I wouldn't be able to last the whole time without sleep. But I can't sleep at the time I usually sleep at. Because that's the time I have to work. I can't be asleep by 5 because I have to be in work by 5. Oh, right. I have an almost finished piece that isn't horses. That's also been driving me at the wall. Try to fall asleep, but I won't be able to. That's always kind of how it works, isn't it? When you think about it too much, it's the Schrodinger's sleep. At the very least, you can listen to Ali G, Big Shock. Question, do we remember what I named the file for the speed painting thing? Because I never finished that either. I've been getting worse and worse at my art, at my art pacing. Over the many. I don't know, it just feels like I've lost all motivation. Sag. Was it just called Seed? Probably, right? Yeah, I would imagine it's the only thing I have named Seed. Though we have been... Nope. Still unfinished. I'm stealing these flowers, probably. Hold on. The fuck is this one? I don't remember that one at all. What did I call the other one? It's a real file name I have, so I imagine you're right. Yeah, this is not. Still not, Do we need this file open still? The extendo guy. Solace Seed. This has technically become the new Solace sketch document. It's like whatever else would I use faceless rebrand Soul for with the gauntlets. With big chunky gauntlets, which are a great armor design, frankly. And I think more design should include big chunky gauntlets. $500 because it's gonna be a 500 sub illustration, but then it's like, nah. Oh fuck! I just lost my other document too. I just lost my other almost finished document. Because I got the seed one. You have the 500 one, which is almost done. You got the fucking horse thing I'm half done with. You got fucking this thing I was doing off to the side. Oh, what? Because I got distracted with the Undertale thing. Let me turn on the pink. Is it this? Yeah, it was this one. This thing I was doodling off to the side. The seed one. There's the Genshin one too, the Fontaine one. That I don't remember the name of. Man, the colors in this one were great. Too bad I'll never finish it. It's also got the weird sun thing that I had the issue with on the BGen drawing, where like I couldn't decide on lighting, so I did both orange and blue, and then had to meet course correct in like the last day that the competition was going. By the way, chat, if you're wondering why I barely post art, this is why. Because all of it is work in progresses that I never finish. I do not use a burger as the sun. Just have more painting streams. I've been doing 1 to 2 per week for the last 2 years. They don't motivate me. I just do more and get less done. I get to the finish line, like for these two, where it's like, I could probably post this and get away with it. It's not done for me. I can see so much that I could still do, and still need to do. Same with this one, where it's like, You got this one? It's like, just make character models and hastily put them in memes. But this is just full of sketches. Because I like sketching on black sometimes. Because I think white sketches just have a different... Or white sketches on black just have a different vibe. Hey, there's my horse. Pokemon Melody, maybe? How was your night, David, going? It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome into Soul explains why he never gets anything done. Ha ha ha. It's so cool. How's your night today's been going? Well, it's a running. We're back for a month. Cool. I'm on the floor. I've done that also. Like on purpose? I know what you're. I know what that's a response to, but it's funnier to imagine it's a response to being on the floor. Because in recent memory, I've slept more on anything else. Oh boy, felt that before. Granted, have not had alcohol poisoning yet though. We'll get there. At the very least, that is what this flow of chat is going. One day, yeah, I strive there. I've got to collect all the other poisons first, because alcohol poisoning is the easy one. Gotta do puffer fish. Gotta do puffer fish. Gotta do chicken. Gotta do. I've already done food and caffeine. Gotta do snake. Fucked up wasn't real caffeine poisoning though. Fucked up was poisoning from all the other fucking insane ingredients they put in that. I think that is banned by most sports administrations. That's typically how looking at people's names work. Please don't dox anybody here. Busy. Eco One Shot would have a thing to say about this. Top 1 streaming moment in the Soul backlog. Top 1 redacted Soul moment. Nico one-shot docs. I still stand by that was the highlight of my career. What do we think? What do we think, Blister? Have I had a better moment? after. Why? Stop Googling people's addresses. I want 88K a year. That's insurmountable wealth. And he's involved now. To be fair, a gallon of that's a losing battle if I've ever seen. A gallon. Imagine that's how you figured out you were lactose intolerant. Bad day. Bad day for Why would you drink a gallon of milk and expect not to throw up also? Damn it. I have grossly misshapen the head. Shit. His teeth aren't goat flavored. Hmm? I mean, not Google people's address. Did not think becoming the dox squad was a thing I had to worry about. Well, I mean, you can Google anybody's address and it comes up because there's a thing in America called the fucking Yellow Pages that has everyone's phone numbers and goddamn addresses in it. They made a virtual version that does the same thing. fuck is this music? This was just like symphonic Fontaine. Why is it clown music now? Whimsical. This is the theme of Stiltman. When I pull up with my Stiltman and Desolation squad, this is the music that you should hear, that you should be listening to. I've gone way off model with the sketch documentary. It's whatever. You stay zoomed out here. It's like the first VGen piece. We're already at that point where it's like, don't zoom in and it will look fine. And it's good. We just don't zoom in, and it's all right. Saddened by the why did my chat become all kids? I have it marked not for kids. Say fuck so many times. That is the warning. And I'm going to reiterate the description, so just to cover my ass. It's funny. So I'm sad I never finished this piece because the music we're listening to is thematically this, and also my Space Marine Legion is also thematically this. Why can't I have childish whimsy? What are you talking? It's not the same. Like paying rent and contemplate my mortality. I'm only 2 legionaries away from finishing my legionary squad. You make a great picture. Paint models at far too slow a rate. Yeah, I paint them every once in a while, you know? I have since I got back into painting, I have yet to finish a full squad of anything. I got back into painting when I when I started going back on my job swapping campaign, which is a while ago. The last year, Jesus. Jesus, Japaneses. Rhino painting stream, fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. I sing nice. We're not doing rhino painting stream. I saw $170 to get the Death Guard combat patrol, and you get a rhino. You get a chaos rhino. You get, it's a horde army, you get none of the horde, you get a bunch of little fucking legionaries, and then a fucking rhino. It is sick motivated. Yeah, having people definitely helps motivate. I think other people with you. Or just painting if you know with other people. I'd watch a rhino painting stream. No! No, no! No! Not doing the rhino painting. My Oshi mostly paints tabletop models. Good content. Look, I'm only a novice artist here, so 15 to 1 if you got all 14 pesos. Shut the fuck up. This is ridiculous. The fucking rhino. I do not look forward to painting a second rhino. I cannot believe I bought it. I guess I understand why I bought a rhino back in the day. Do another one. Just need to have a vision. Yeah, So, back in the day, my very first army I got into was Blood Angels. Back in like that middle school era. Then jumping to high school, I switched to Tyranids. And then after high school, or not even after high school, like midway through high school, I just stopped doing everything altogether. Stopped painting and all that altogether. But now, years and years after graduation, I'm back painting Space Marines again. Not Blood Angels, though. I'm painting my Fontaine-themed miniatures because I'm a huge mega dork. Who likes gacha games and Warhammer. I fell off. I think the very last kit I did, which is after I sort of had my Blood Angels renaissance, was Indominus for Space Marines. Kit bashing was fun for me. I don't have enough bits of the same variety to do proper kit bashing. I'm slowly building on my bits though. I got a lot of beaky helmets left over. I got a lot of beaky helmets now, so we're good. We're cooking for a little bit. Still want to swap out some... Still would like to 3D print some helmets that look good. Because I'm not a big fan. I know it's supposed to be one of, like, the Mark IV helmet or something. The Primaris one is based on, but I don't know. It's not my vibe. Kit bashing is gluing random bullshit together. I started kit bashing a bit on my Dreadnought by putting... Or I wanted to do some more kit bashing on the Dreadnought to make it more... To give it a big tail. I wanted a tail Dreadnought. Just because I thought it looked funny. Oh, bulk historical bits. That would work too. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of Tyranid bits. Shock and awe. I have 1,000 fucking Tyranid bits. But also a lot of the other miniature games I played were all resin. So I don't have a lot of bits left. Rear resin printing. No. I do have two miniature games that are entirely resin. Really? Resin's easier for kit bashing? I would assume the GW, because it's in so many fucking pieces. Like, it's in a trillion pieces. It would be easier to fit stuff together. Because the Dark Souls game was all resin, and the Fallout game was all resin. I unfortunately cannot kit bash big, bulky power armor pieces. Say what though, I understand why they made power armor for all the different factions to include, because they looked really good. A lot of them were original designs based on like multiple appearances of them. Those miniatures looked fucking great. Taking stuff off is a lot easier than getting half of a leg to look right. Yeah, I do concur. Some of the GW pieces are way too specific. A way better definition than plastic. Ooh. Yeah, resin is good. I kept hearing bad shit about resin, but I assume it was just like old school resin. Because like the Fallout stuff looked great. Well, GW, it's also because GW's fucking inflation kingdom with their prices. It's so like so egregious and awful. That's just them specifically. It's not necessarily plastic. That's just because they suck ass. How do they make a solid? Shut the fuck up. Aria. Adding more liquid makes it a solid. Aria, how did they do it, Aria? I love how they're developing that into a character arc now. If you listen to the new ones that person makes, like a whole like developing storyline now. Suda hits her head and gets all of her brain power. Two is more than one. That or it was just weaponized stupidity the whole time. It was just hyper lethal stupidity. Plastic Clone Magical Wonder. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, don't be impressed with my, Here, where's... I don't have anything that I painted. I guess I have that. I do have this image still. My phone camera, it captures each of the grains on for the paint, so it looks bad in photo, but it looks better up in person. Because you can't see each fucking grain of paint. Also blend because Google Gemini has to get his hands on it. Blend some of it together. My Fontaine water marines, painted with the power of carpal tunnel. You can undo things on computer. You can't undo things in person. Where's the water base with the resin waste? You could fuck right off. You could fuck right off. Check it out. I'm in the tunnel like carpet. Absolutely not. Look, we don't have to finagle the bases. We could just paint them a pretty color. They are legionaries. It is fine. Small resin pour. No, the most I'll do is I'll use sprue bits for little rocks. Little rock accessories for my captain. Or sergeant. I do want to hit the, I want to get the Saturnine guys eventually, like the actual kit, because I want those big shoulders to, I saw someone paint the new, Custodes tank with the, I've been seeing so much awesome shit with that new Custodes tank, where it just got the giant, like, blank plates. Someone painted a full-ass, like, mural of the Emperor. Can I play this video without sound? So I can get the screen? Hold on. This is all trademark music. Yeah, they'll turn it. If they think you're too trademarky, they'll shut off your stream. I've seen it happen, even when you're not monetized. If you're just during your thing, if you do a different thing, they'll literally just turn off the stream. Anyway, check out this guy. I want to be able to get my digital art skill to match my physical art, or get my physical art to match my digital art, so I can do this on the Saturnines. It's in a mini diorama base for an Orktober. What the fuck is Orktober? Never heard of this, but mini diorama sounds fun. Hey, Miku on the Rhino. I was hoping the Saturnine, because it's Fontaine themed. There's the Fontaine musical bit where it's like the prophesized like musical bit. Paint the on the Tears of the Golden Throne thing on the side. Either that or on the Leviathan Dreadnought shoulders. Or it's more big blocks of plastic. Although nothing will ever compete to the diorama rock from the Sif, the Great Grey Wolf model. Where it's like a 1 pound resin brick followed up by a dog. Like, it's literally it's supposed to be like the exact posing from the grave scene, but it's just a resin block. Like, it's not the grave at all. What the Great Grey Wolf's the Great Grey Wolf from Dark Souls 1. Sif. His fucking Dark Souls the board game model is just standing on a cube of resin. Yeah, it's supposed to be Artorias' grave, but it's just a cube. And it is just a resin brick. This is how you do all work stuff. You wound up joining Knights at all that was left on the combat patrol. They opened up those random bits, but I made it. I see what I did wrong. The hand looks so weird because I did the hand backwards. That's why it looks weird. Ow. That's why it looks weird. You realize the entire body was just kit bashed pieces. 3 out of 10 for not having a model is pretty good. All things considered. Bashing is the orc experience. Yeah, I feel like it would, you can definitely make that work for, this is why my fucking pressure sensitivity thing is killing me. I don't know what made it so weird and fucked up that I have to like switch between different pressure settings now. Really forgiving too. Yeah, I feel like they're the closest to like the Warhammer classic art style that the game still is, because they are like sort of like squished up and I have some of the original like square based Warhammer fantasy models. I guess shoulders just chunks of sprue. Oh no. It does sound crazy. Just crazy enough to work. She had to turn up at a dumb blue sky. Nobody does. Again, I don't remember who said you should make a blue sky, but in terms of posting, honestly, I'd still, I might still take it over X Everything app. I see people not care about it too much on X Everything app. I just fucking hate Grok so goddamn much. And right at the height of all of that, like, post scraping and, like, contract stuff is when I made that Blue Sky account. Right during all that super big privacy invasion stuff with Twitter, I was like, alright, alright, I will stick to Blue Sky. And turns out I was one of the only people who cared about the immense security nightmare. Which, to be fair, I don't even remember what the fuck it was now. The entire netcode deleted it there. Used to use Twitter, so yeah, but there's nothing on that account. Like, that account's attached to an email that doesn't work. Like, it's so bare bones. There's nothing posted on it. There's no, like, again, attached to an email that's not linked to anything. It's the safety one. Also, to be fair, you have to use X to the Everything app, or else you can't see any posts. I swear to God. They have Discord moved away. That's how usually they get noticed about streamers. We had one. It is closed and dead. Just to get the link. Do we still want to promote that, or are we? There's that over. Because it's one of those things where then you become responsible for managing communities. And there's a whole bunch of Discord fuckery that was happening. It's like, I'm not going to be responsible for this anymore. And it doesn't do it. Like, we didn't use it for anything. Lister, what are we thinking? Do we want to, do we call it quits here? Or do we want to get that link? A lot of bots nowadays, yeah. We had two full raids of bots just from existence. Yeah, and nothing. It's used for nothing. I definitely don't use it. It's got my dang name on it. I didn't even use it for the last thing I could have possibly used it for was an old collab stream. Because after that we stopped using the Discord, just used a better method. Because Discord servers fuck up your audio to some extent. Yuck. Yuck. What's the better method? Just doing direct calls in Discord works better. I don't know, we've never had good luck with servers. It just never turned out as well as. And also the other method, which I have been adamant on doing, is just not doing collab streams. We had one collab stream we just didn't do. It was planned technically a year in advance. It was the last one we did, wasn't it? The one that was planned, the one that was talked about for like a year, and just we never did it. And one day we bit the bullet and did it, and it was fine. And it was the most fine stream we've ever done. No, the one before that was the broken one. And sometimes you have to jump without playing. Yeah, well, it's because we talked about it. It's because we talked about it once with each other and never talked about it again. Like, we never spoke to each other after that. We spoke to each other once a year ago and then never again. That's how that went down. It wasn't actually planned for a year. That was the joke. Is that it was a year in the making. It was actually about 10 seconds in the making. Because it just kind of happened. It was like a week in advance, I think. Where I was like, hey, still want to do that collab? The next year Cricket collab is canceled. No. It's not a good sign that we went on the same cycle again. They went on the same path again, and Cricket and I have not spoken since the collab stream. I don't even. It's not like I don't like Cricket. I like Cricket. Cricket was really fun. Talk to Cricket. We did. It's available now. You can watch it. You can go pay Cricket money or something. I think Cricket's a Twitch partner, maybe? I don't remember. Oh, this VGen piece will get so done. Don't even fucking think about it. Twitch is, I stand by Twitch sucks ass. They have way too many ads. Yeah, they put ads on people who aren't monetized, so it only gives, so the money goes directly to Twitch. And it's like a lot of ads. Like, it's not a little amount of ads. And Twitch doesn't archive anything. Or Twitch just has a bad archive system in general. Did Cricket leave Twitch? No. Okay, let's do a little bit for this background. Maybe we can get more of the vibe. We could keep everything a similar palette for all this. I click the link in the stream's collab bio and there's nothing there. Are you fucking kidding me? She changes her shit a lot. Because that was the copy and paste link from. God damn it. Great. God, I scrolled through all the bullshit from that stream to. Yeah, no, she just. That's not her Twitch thing anymore. Because the link she sent me for her Twitch doesn't work either. Don't worry, they incorporated Amazon Luna though. It's 10 green bugs now. I don't know where the other 9 came from. Be green. Yeah. We did a stream where we drew each other. Let me see if we can find. Oh my god, the fucking roly-poly playground. Here, do it. We'll use the thumbnail. We'll use the thumbnail from that one. I'm the one on the left. No way, the roly-poly playground. Alright, I need to get my glasses on for this. Thank you, Soul. This is one of the best thumbnails I've ever made. I'm gonna be so for real. It was so good that we both used it. That's the only time I think that's ever happened, is we both used the same thumbnail. Oh, hold on, Stillman. Look, Stillman's got to be in the background somewhere. We're already drawn ad back. Throw Stillman somewhere. Hold on. You Stillman for shading like the Spinosaurus. Here, you can be running in the back here. If only he had a gun like the anime only sniper from Trigun. Yeah, we could chuck him back here. This can be part of the composition. Big Stillman. You get one of those giant missile launchers, one like the Death Strike. Yeah, invisible fellow with the big pipeline rifle. Yeah, my favorite part is that he's anime only. They just invented that off the cuff. They're just like, this is here's the GIF. Yeah, if only Stiltman had that. Rocket this thing. Also, one more thing. He turns invisible. But his gun and hat don't turn invisible. His fucking hat doesn't turn invisible. His hat's still there. His... I didn't notice his hat still... His gun and hat don't turn invisible, but he does. This trust nobody would suspect it's a gun. What about his hat? His... This suspicious pipe with a scope and hat. And floating cowboy hat attached to it. Sometimes the pipeline needs shade. It's such a dumb gun. That seems like an AdMech thing, right? That is 100% an AdMech design waiting to happen. It's like Dark Souls where they pivoted some of the designs to be direct rips from Berserk. We just pivot some of the AdMech to just directly rip from Trigun. Sorry, the Transuranic Aquibus. Oh my god, I knew someone with this model. So I'm not a good roller, chat. My dice rolling it's luck based, clearly, dice rolling, so you're gonna get some bad rolls. I had a Tyranid game. I've talked about this a couple times. My one big play of Tyranids where I got to use a ridiculous amount of them. I did not roll anything above a 2 the entire 5-hour period. That we were like on and off playing this game. I did not roll anything higher than a 2. And I remember this fucker, because only one, it took exactly one of them to wipe out an entire squad of Termagants. Just by sheer force of luck. Of his really good luck and my really bad luck. All it took was one group of these things. Or however many the full battalion of whatever I'm looking at here is. I mean, same bad luck. I am the same way. I thought it was a D&D game. No, the D&D game was a different time. It was a different time where I got kicked out of the D&D thing because they couldn't. They said all right. Same guy. He was the DM. One of the only, I think one of the only times I played D&D. He said, all right, just stop rolling the dice when I ask you to do something. Because he ran out of ways I could critically fail without just saying I die. That wasn't 5 hours, though. That was only 2 hours. And that wasn't a 2 or above. That was 1s. Or maybe there was probably some 2s thrown in there. I don't think it would have got straight 1s. Yeah, but the Tyranid one, it got to the point where I rolled an entire full Termagant squad shooting and did not hit a single shot. I rolled 2 cases worth. I rolled like a case and a half of dice and not a single hit. Average roll's 3.4. Jesus. Jesus, Japaneses. Luck-based games. Yippee. She wouldn't spread my Necron army. This time I got Space Marines. Who knows what'll happen now? I've made skeptics believe in bad luck. As have I. I've also had I used to have a super techie guy that I knew. I'd have to keep sending him proof that my technical issues are real. Because it was weird shit he's never heard of before. Every single time I had a tech issue, it was a weird thing he's never heard of before. He's just like, dude, I don't know what to fucking tell you. He's being so pompous about, like, it's not possible. You just have a skill issue. It's like, no, look at this. I finally broke. I was like, you need to just look at this, what I'm showing you. Tell your army is one Flame. Well, Flame one's melee. Actually, does Flame one have a gun? Nah, I don't know. Nah, I win. That's even like possible. See, when you get me in a game with skill, it's different. But also nowadays, it's depending on the game. You can definitely feel. It never seems it until it happens that I stopped really playing video games. And I say that it's only been like a minute, but it's really been a while since I've played most games, and you definitely feel the like difficulty curve. Like. Well, yeah, because by the end of the Dark Souls 1 stream, we played it for how long, and I've gotten all that energy back. I did, because I was absolutely cooking in Dark Souls 1 PvP, and Dark Souls 2 PvP. I am fucking... Right now, my best KD ratio is Dark Souls. Especially 2, where it's much harder to break the netcode. It's much harder to cheat in 2. So I'm doing much better. I think I could have bounced off from the sill up to the loaded hatch, eating the entire round. Yikes. Oh my god, have you ever played XCOM? XCOM made me so angry that I fucking quit. I rage quit XCOM. XCOM, it plays a lot like a tabletop RPG. It's a sci-fi sort of like, almost like a roguelike type thing. Where you got your like permadeath troops and you send them into like engagements. But it's like, it is still luck-based, like all your shooting. I have had... We need a diagram. So everything was segmented off into like little squares before you move your guy. Or you know what I mean, like little like stations. So here is the square. Here is my square. Welcome in, Michael Hansley. How's your night of day been going? It's a pleasure to see you. So, I'm doing this fast. I don't really care all that much. He's got teeny tiny little bit of health left. My guy is like literally right here. Okay, he's a chess piece now. XCOM, no matter how close or far you are, still has a percentage of hitting. My guy had a 99% chance of hitting. Full health, by the way. I do full health and a 99% chance of hitting a fucking almost dead enemy. He missed and got crit. He missed and got crit till he died. He kept missing fucking 99s. I don't even know how he kept doing it. And he permanently died. You don't come. Your characters just die in XCOM. Fucking killed himself. He did not want to be in the army. It was madness. My brother in luck. Yeah, I rage quit XCOM. And unless you want to hear specifically more stories or there's a better time for them to come up, I'm not going to explain any more luck stories because they're all the same. Chat to sleep is winning. Yeah, we're about to wrap up, so don't worry. Ooh, worth at least I think hours. Yeah, XCOM was all luck based, and also XCOM was like 80 gigs for some reason. Even though like XCOM, like it really just took all the fun out. The permadeath thing, especially. Yeah, I have so many luck-based stories though. It's not even like. There's no point even going through them all because they all end the same way. Especially when it comes down to Western style gotcha stuff. Those are bad. Don't actually have that many bad luck stories with gotcha games. It's only Western style like gotcha elements that have fucked me. Like the Halo 5 and Rainbow Six stuff. Where it's like, oh, and we have this system for things. This is my system for unlockables. Every 4-star without ever getting a 5-star somehow. Yeah, I had it. I think nah. How many pulls did you get for Billy? Let's see. How much is 7,000 polychrome about? Yeah, Genshin does start rough, but I feel like once it's a groove to it, you kind of like build up your rep. I got constant 4-star better. Okay, but he's also one of the best characters to have a constellation for. He's one of the best characters in the game, specifically at Constellation 4. I haven't played Genshin in years, but I remember that. .375 10 pulls. That sounds about right. Because I did a bunch of single pulls. It was just really funny. Yeah, it is really funny. I agree. Although I think Genshin, I had a really good luck day with Genshin. Where we're in 3 polls. I got like Jean, Yelan, and then K-Chain. It's pretty gold shit. I love gacha games. Never got Venti. I also never got Venti. I like Venti though. I have a figure of Venti on my shelf. It's one of the two gacha game figures I have. 100% effective. I stopped pulling on stream because it reduces your luck by a lot. I only pull when I'm on my PlayStation and never pull on the PC version. Because I tried pulling on the PC version once and got double pitied. Or got hard pitied. Which is where I pulled all the way to the limit, got a standard character, and then pulled all the way to the limit again, and then got the character I wanted. For those who aren't quite familiar with the terminology. Chon Yoon and Chingy. His name was pronounced way different than what I used to read it as. Bookwater Boy and Popsicle. Yeah, I remember. I remember. Chon Yoon. Kimchi. The first character I was ever thoroughly confused by. Because I didn't know what he was. They work well together. Yeah, he's also incredibly good. I feel like Genshin, for the most part, had a problem with their 4 stars not being able to keep up with their 5 stars, but they did. Some of them were fucking crazy. He was the Jing Shaw. That was his name. I remember I remember the first time Paimon says his name. She said it's so fucking weird. I was like, what? Because it's like, oh, his name's like Jingxi or something. And she goes, Xinghua. I was like, what? you're speaking English. Then at the pirate chick in the lighting. Oh god, I almost met the fucking the pirate person's voice actor. I don't know why. I skipped because I met Zhongli. And that was a lot of money. But that was the same year, I think, that I could have. Fair trade. Yeah, I did also meet Kachina later, so. Yeah, Blister, just for a reference. Prepare to meet the dumbest haircut that Genshin reused like 7 times. You know what? Not that bad in this shot. Also, his pants are already gone. I don't like some of the elements of this design. It's him. It's Xing Shaw. Fancy bowl cut. They gave... Okay, let me show you what a crime looks like. I was so hype and so happy for a certain character once they introduced the plant element. This is the first character they introduced the plant element with. It's like finally a character who has this element, because enemies had it. The player never did. I was like, oh, he's kind of cool. And I looked, it's like, oh, I really like his voice actor. Look at his haircut. He's so cool, but he had a really, really bad barber. I love Tainari so much, but his haircut's so stupid looking. What the hell is that? This big dumb bowl cut. Who dyed his hair? All of his friends are cool. He's cool. He's voiced by Greg Heffley. The ship. Yeah, it's amazing how much Hoyo leaned further into like romance stuff than they used to. They used to be way against it. It's like everyone was good friends with each other, but like Because you mentioned the anniversary events. They also had the Tainari and, what the fuck was the other guy? Sino. The Alejandro Saab character. And then now you go to Zenless and they straight up just have a lesbian relationship. And then you have Jane, and then you have Astra, and you have Evelyn. And you get all the... You get Ye Sheng Guang, who's in a relationship with the main character. From the New Year's events, they went on a date. I assumed that relationships of that caliber were illegal in China until Hoyoverse came along. I assumed none of that was legalized in China until Hoyoverse came along. I do really like, early on in Genshin, they were instructed by the Chinese government to stop using Venti as much. Because they were afraid that Genshin was adding too many twinks. That would alter the... how the youth wanted to grow up. Because they wanted to boost up military stuff and like being big and cool and all that. But they were afraid that Genshin being so popular had too many twinks. It's all to stop using Venti. The chick from The Undertaker, the third wheel, they were always closer. Yo, shout out Hu Tao for breaking the meta for the entire existence of the game. And shout out to Kanehara Kazuha for having the best name. For being the Canadian main character. Oh shit, where's Yelan? She has the same stupid haircut. Not gaming. Like, she's got the same haircut as he does. He's got the same haircut that he does. The bowl cut obsession needs to end. I don't care which way you swoosh it. To be fair, Yelan it looks the best on. It looks the best on Yelan because it's not a weird bowl. It looks less like a weird bowl cut. Where's the code attached to? That's a great question. I have this character and I don't know. They 3D modeled this and I'm still unsure. The chain around the neck. Really? Yeah. It's a really inconvenient way to wear a coat. It fell off. Okay, where's Evelyn's coat attached to? This is look, if here's the 3D model. Even they're often worn like capes. Here's the 3D model even. I guess it could be. Well, this strap doesn't look like it. I don't think it's those straps around her shoulder because those are attached to something. Those are just attached to her torso because they're still there when she takes off her coat. Yeah, because those loop around to the rest of the straps on her body. She's wearing the weird belts all over, and those are all just connected. Those aren't connected to the cape. Why is she taking off before the fight? Is she stupid? It's her cape, but her jacket might just be floating. It is glued to her bare shoulders. Oh god, that hurts so much. Yeah, especially because she tears it off in the middle of combat. Yelan just wears her A lot of the resource ain't saving you. This is an absurd depiction of a character. And I cannot tell you anything about the all I can do about the modern Genshin designs is make fun of them because I do not care for them because I do not care for modern Genshin. Let me get you for fighting spirit like impromptu waxing. Oh god. Oh you. I do not. The modern Genshin designs are a bit more abstract, and I do not care. I could not care less. Because I think the last Genshin character I got was Chlorind. No, it was, what the fuck was his name with the grappling hook, but only in the fire region? It was something weird. Kanich. It was something that was like the hard consonant. He's voiced by nobody. He doesn't have a voice actor. Well, he had a voice actor for about 10 seconds, and I don't know who it is. Definitely before Fake Japan was added. Now, I would say Genshin is really. I stand by Genshin as a really good time all the way up until the Fire Nation. With the Water Nation that preceded the Fire Nation being the best part of the entire game. I adore everything about Fontaine. If Fontaine was its own game, I would have played it. Like, the Fontaine glazing here goes to no end. I fucking based a Warhammer faction, a homebrew Space Marine color palette off of it. The Genshin NPCs look great. Yeah, Fontaine was the only one that like properly incorporated NPC characters into the story, I feel like. To play the unnerved child fight with a squad 10 levels under. You're supposed to have what you. Oh god. Oh dear god. No. Also, the Fake Japan stuff is really good too. Genshin can never have my goat Coco. Took like an hour. Ugh. God, what are we doing? Yeah, Genshin had some goofy shit you had to try to get past. I do remember some of the like level up. Like, because you couldn't upgrade your adventure rank after a certain point until you did like the dungeons. I remember I kept doing the dungeons like 20 levels under. It's like you had to get the enemies to kill themselves. These days got it easy. So I'm free to play on all of my gacha games. Genshin, I felt the most free to like a free to play, and I don't know how to describe it, other than I felt fucking the weight I felt the poverty line, I guess. Even got Venti. Well, Venti was broken until they made it so his abilities didn't do anything to the new enemies. And then they introduced Katahara Kazuha. who was just better at everything. Tell you what though, I had 2 Fontaine characters, 2 Japanese characters. I had 2 Frenchmen, 2 Japanese. And I was good. It's like the 2 best characters, Urina and Chlorinde, and I had Sang and the Mia Kokomi. And yeah, Miko. Mika. From Hololive JP Gen 0. The entire time he was my budget Diluc. I think Diluc was budget Bennett. Diluc sucks. I had him for a bit at the end. I was trying to like use him in something. It's like, yeah, he's not very good. He is old, I think is the consensus for Diluc. That he was old. Sakura Miko. Man, I love Sakura. Sakura Miko is what got me into VTubers. I love Sakura Miko. And what we can do now is just ignore some of the stuff she said in the beginning of her career. You know? Stuff up off a cliff is also kind of fun. I remember you could break the game with Gene because you could just throw shit off the edge and it would kill it. What slur was it? It was the slur. To be fair, she didn't know English. And the game said it fun, and it was the GTA 5 scene where he sings it. Although, once again though, there's about a 10-minute compilation of VTubers saying the N-word at that word. Because none of them were English. And he sung it so it sounded funny. I believe everything happens for a reason. God, I love fucking the Miko Passion English, Miko Elite English. It's Miko Elite English and Korone Passion English. Killing enemies with environmental hazard. Yeah. Games that get creative are cool. Because it gives you more to think about, it gives you more to do, it gives you more to play with. Genshin building its entire system around using environmental things and combining characters together. Like that's what sold me, along with I thought the story was so charming in early Genshin. The Force Unleashed is always quite fun for that. God, I fucking played through that game on hard mode over the pandemic, and by the end of it, I was so fucking angry. The game has so many bullshit like encounters. I was so fucking mad. I was gonna play both of them, but the first one I was so mad after the first one, I never played the second one. I didn't get past the Star Destroyer. Yeah, the game only gets worse. The game gets so unfun by the end that like you have to cheese every fight or else it's just complete bullshit. Use the terrain to kill an enemy. It's like Halo Infinite has one of my favorite additions to shooters as a whole, and that was the grabbing the barrel shit that I love so much, where you can just pick up shit and greatest addition to the franchise. It's picking up shit and throwing it. Is it what people describe Dark Souls 2 as? What people describe Dark Souls 2 as can't even begin to describe The Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed is such a fucking nightmare game. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. That's my feelings towards The Force Unleashed. The second one's, the first one at least you can like finish it though. The second one I've heard is unplayable. Like I've heard the second one is really bad. Because the writing in the first one is literally someone's fucking edgy OC fantasy for Star Wars. It's like, but the second one apparently takes it way over, like, the entertaining. Like, there's a bridge of, like, it's so dumb it's entertaining, and then it's so dumb. I remember hearing the second one was not nearly as fun as the first one. That's actually impossible. The fucking one where you have to pull the shit down from the sky, are you talking about? Where you have to, like, rip the Star Destroyer out of the sky? Because that shit... That's what broke me. I think that's what did me in, that's when I decided I would not be playing the second one. I'm pretty sure that's what broke me. I was like, I cannot fucking do this anymore. Let me just finish the game. And then you get to the final fight and it's so fucking stupid. That final fight is really bad also. Don't worry. It's my rarest achievement. Oh no, I didn't get any of the rare achievement. No, I didn't get any of the rarest achievements. Fuck. No, the one where you pull the Star Destroyer out of the sky is in the first game. But you have to do it. Well, periodically, things fly down and shoot you. But because you're doing the quick time thing, you can't fight back the things that are shooting you, so they knock you out of the quick time thing. Damn, go back and 100% the game. My 360 doesn't work anymore. If I could replace the power brick, I could probably get it working again. Yeah, but I lost that. I lost, oh shit, I lost World of Keflings and my original copy of, my original Dustin Elysian Tale copy. My Xbox Arcade Dustin Elysian Tale and Xbox Arcade Minecraft. And also full collection of, well, I wouldn't say full collection of Halo. I have all of the Halos, but I did lose Band of Bugs and Joyride Turbo. How do I sort between X? I want to just pull up only my 360 games. How do I do that? How do I pull up just the 360 ones I played? I want to see the new ones. Show me just the old shit. I know Microsoft app barely fucking works, but show me a thing I know you can't possibly show me. If it dies, I'm fine. Yeah, part of the Xbox One issue too is like I have I have access to the teeny tiny little Xbox thing. Like the little Xbox Series one. And you can't play most of the games on it. And all the games are 20% larger in file size than on any other platform, than on PlayStation. Like if, on PlayStation, for example, the game is 50 gigs, on Xbox, it's almost 80. Yeah, I think I started one of the Jedi. I think I started Jedi Academy, but then I stopped very quickly. With the magic action again. Yeah, I kept hearing if I would have stuck with it, it would have been better. I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. I cut the line at Battlefront 2 original. That's where I drew the line. Is Battlefront 2 original just goofy enough to hide all the parts that sucked? Damn, I lost Battle Block Theater? Fuck. That's a good thing I didn't lose Doritos Crash Course. Final boss is impossible though. Yeah, it is. It is in that era of games where it's like, at some point we learned how to do good boss design, but it took a long time. Some people knew and kept it secret. But oh shit. Oh, where did my achievements go? No. Chat, my achievements for Dungeon Defenders are gone. You know, that game Terraria crossed over with that no one's ever heard of. But me, I played Dungeon Defenders 1. I played Project Spark. Ugh. The thing Liquor Wick is from? Which thing? Oh yeah, Dungeon Defenders. It's from the sequel, which was like a pay-to-play game. Never heard of them. It's not good. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Project Spark was by the developers of Conker's Bad Fur Day. It was because it's an Xbox exclusive competitor to Little Big Planet. You can laugh now. It was online only and the servers got shut down forever ago. It's imagine PlayStation Dreams, but it's worse in every way. You competing if they're console exclusives. Well, it's like it's like how Resistance Fall of Man was an answer to Halo. Come to Xbox, we got Project Spark. From the Xbox, we got Sinner, Sacrifice for Redemption. A game that I thought was really interesting, but stupid. It is a dumb, stupid game with a very interesting core gimmick. It is just dreadful. Yeah, Resistance also led to Ratchet and Clank. Or some of Ratchet and Clank. It was maybe the same people. Was it Sinner, Sacrifice for Redemption? It was like really, really difficult Dark Souls. But every time you died, you lost a core mechanic. Or no, every time you won, you lost a core mechanic. That's what it was. Every time you beat a boss, you lost your ability to dodge. You lost your ability to heal. You lost your ability to have armor. You lose your weapon. It was really stupid. Oh my god, Red Faction. I played one of them. I think it was Red Faction Guerrilla was the one I played. That sounds terrible. It was terrible. Oh, I got the Tron game. I'm just looking down my achievements list on Xbox because it's got some stupid fucking games in here. See, because the thing is, what PlayStation does with PlayStation Plus is they give you free games every month. What Xbox did was they gave you trash for your landfill every month. So you get a bunch of really stupid games. Like Toy Soldiers, Cold War. Supreme Commander 2. Stellaris Console Edition. Some of these games are just owned, I think. Because State of Decay, I don't think was free. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Remnant from the Ashes, which was such a weird niche game that was actually pretty dang good, and then Remnant 2, which was so awful that I couldn't even get past the beginning without like being like, ugh. It was pretty fun. That just seems that breaks the modern hardware, unfortunately. Oh no. He's dying again, you die in real life. Yeah, did you see the creator of Oculus, the original, not Facebook, but the Oculus guy, came up with a Sword Art Online themed headset for their anniversary. And it was just a headset with a fucking plastic explosive built into the front of it like a unicorn horn. Like, if you die, this kills you. My thing with Sword Art Online is why they kept going into the fucking game. Because they leave the game and go back in every goddamn season. Stop going into the game. Kill the guy in real life. Oh god, we're getting on 2 in the morning. Oh, we're getting on 2 in the morning. Alright, we should probably wrap this up. I created a torture necklace. A torture nexus. Make an anime, don't create a torture nexus. For some reason, once you lock the frame rate or something, the sub immediately explodes in the engine. Cutscene, it can't progress. It's like how Fallout 3 doesn't know what to do on any hardware that is not an original console. It would just fucking explode if you're not emulating it. If you're playing any official version of Fallout 3 that isn't on the original hardware, it explodes. Dust explodes, but only on the PlayStation version. It's not a hardware issue, it's a dust issue. That dust hard locks you during one of the cutscenes. That is a dust issue, not a hardware issue. Your game will be Half-Life 1. Half-Life 3. Anyway, thank you all for coming. It was lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me in this rambling tirade of stuff. Damn, this stream is fucking doing numbers. Damn, this shit doing numbers. A skill issue, but only for the cookie. Thank you, Dean. Anyway, do not forget to like and or subscribe, if not for the algorithm, certainly for my ego. Do remember to check out VGen. You can vote now for all your favorite art pieces to win $100 in banner ads on furaffinity.com. I know you wanted that, right? But without further ado, I bid thee adieu. I'll see you again sometime. Wrong one. You know, let's move this one to the bottom. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Or I guess technically 1, 2, 5, 3. But you know. You know. Whatever.